Mandukya Karika 424 says, Prajnapti nimittatvam anyathadvainasta sanklesas uplabdhesya परतन अस्तितामता. Subjective knowledge must have an objective cause, otherwise both must be non-existent. For this reason, as well as that of the experience of pain etc., the existence of external objects accepted by other thinkers should be admitted. Prajnapti signifies knowledge or experience of such notion as sound etc. Knowledge is not possible without the contact with an external object. Besides, different experiences give rise to different feelings, such as pleasant or otherwise, which are also not possible in the absence of external objects. All these arguments compel one to believe in the reality of external objects. Verse 425 says, Pragyapte sa nimittatvam isite yukti darshanat nimittasya nimittatvam isite bhut darshanat. In accord with the perception of its cause, knowledge is supposed to be based on external objects, but from the standpoint of reality, it is held that the external cause is no cause. The external objects are not admitted as the cause on account of the unreality of these objects, which are as unreal as the snake seen in a steed of rope. So-called cause ceases to be the cause as the former is due to the illusory perception of the perceiver. The man in dreamless sleep or samadhi or having attained the highest knowledge do not experience any object outside their self as they are free from such illusory cognition. Verse 426 says, Chittam no sanspritati artham, no arthabhasam tathepcha, bhuto hi yatastartho, no arthabhasas tathapita. The consciousness has no contact with objects, so also it has certainly no contact with appearances of the objects. It is so because objects are non-existent and illusory objects are not separate from consciousness. In dream one experiences various external objects, but they are mind alone as confirmed in waking state. आचार्य शंकराचार्य दक्षिण मूर्ति स्तोत्र विश्वम दर्पण दृश्यमान नगरी तुल्य निज अंतर्गतम पश्यन आत्मनि माया बहिर् इव उद्भूतम यथा निद्रिया. This world is like a city seen in the mirror, situated within the consciousness of one. It looks emerging outside, just as the dream world looks outside by illusion, while it remains inside the mind of dreamer. Verse 427 says, Nimittam no sudachitam sansprisati or dhasu tisu animitto viparyasa katham tasya bhavishyati. Consciousness does not ever come in contact with external objects. In all the three states, there being no external object, how can there be any baseless or false apprehension of it? One cannot be aware of wrong knowledge unless one knows what the right knowledge is. If the consciousness had ever truly come in contact with such objects, then an idea of true knowledge would have been there, and in relation to that knowledge, false knowledge would have been identified. But never does the consciousness come in contact with an external object which does not exist at all. Hence, there is nothing like false apprehension. Verse 428 says, Tasman न जायते चित्तम, चित्त दृश्यम जायते, तस्य पश्यन्ति ये जाति. Hereby पश्यन्ति से पदम. Therefore, neither the consciousness nor the object perceived by consciousness are ever born. Those who perceive such path may as well discover the footprints of birds in the sky. From the standpoint of reality, consciousness appears as a jar, even though there is no such jar etc. Hence, it also stands to reason that consciousness appears to be born, even though there is no such thing as birth. Therefore, the consciousness does not pass into birth, just as things perceived by the consciousness have no birth. The perceiver of such birth of consciousness see only the footprints of birds in the sky. Verse 429 says, Ajatam jaite asma, ajati prakristata, prakritir anitha bhavo, no kathanchit bhavishyati. According to the dualist, that which is unborn is said to be born, since birthlessness is its very nature. Therefore, transmutation of this nature can take place in no way. whatsoever. The absolute consciousness does not in any way undergoes any change, even through delusion. The consciousness cannot be said to pass into birth. If it were so, then it cannot be said to be unbound and unchanging in its nature.